everyone, it's Maki here. There's been a lot of information released about Gundam Seed Freedom. A new promotional video has been released too, and my excitement is growing. In this segment, let's analyze the GYAN STROM based on the information that has been made public so far. What kind of mobile suit could it be, I wonder? The GYAN STROM is a mobile suit operated by the World Peace Monitoring Organization Compass. You can also see an emblem painted on the body. The official pilot is currently unknown, but there are many speculations that Agnes Gibenrath might be the one. Indeed, there are scenes depicted where she seems to be deploying alongside Kira Yamato Shinase and Luna Maria Hawk. The latest promotional video also shows the GYAN STROM descending into the battlefield alongside Rising Freedom and Immortal Justice. The base model for the GYAN STROM is the GYAN from the original Gundam series. Developed as a mainstay mobile suit for the Principality of Zeon's forces, it was not adopted as the main mass production model after performance comparisons with the Gelgoog. However, its performance was extremely high, and it was piloted by a character named Maki, who was more often seen as a commander than a pilot, engaging in combat with Emerald-Way's Gundam. At that time, MRO's skills were so advanced that the weaker pilot could have their cockpit destroyed in a single strike. This is the GYAN Resurrected in the world of Seed as the GYAN STROM. Notice something here? That's right! In the promotional video, there are scenes where two GYAN STROMs appear. Conversely, as of now, there are only scenes showing the Gelgoog menace on its own. Perhaps within the organization Compass, the GYAN STROM has been officially adopted as a mass production model. If so, it means that the GYAN has been officially adopted in a different world 45 years later. Well done, Colonel Maki. Let's then analyze under the assumption that Agnes is the pilot of the GYAN STROM. Remember, this is just a hypothesis at this point. First, let's focus on the cockpit. It bears a striking resemblance to the cockpit of the Zack's New Millennium series mobile suits. The color of the seat belts, of course, and the distinctive round components are the same. The area on the monitor to the right of the pilot, where orange lines are displayed, is also the same. It seems that the GYAN STROM heavily incorporates Zack's technology. Perhaps, rather than being an exclusive force of Compass, it might be a mobile suit, provided alone by Zack. The shield generating a beam blade is also quite distinctive. One of the features of Zack's mobile suits depicted in Sea Destiny is the technology to produce beam blades in various shapes. The Air's Alliance forces often use melee weapons in the form of beam sabers. The freight gauge used by Strike Noir resembles the Soul Strike Schwarzer. However, it's designed using Day Distortion from the hijacked Gaia Gundam. The beam shapes of weapons, like the Zaku's Tomahawk and the Zaku Phantom's armaments, are also characteristic, though seized by Lawless Crime's forces. The Dawn Trooper's Screaming Nimbus is another weapon with beam saber-like properties. Zack's frequent use of technology to vary and apply the shape of beam blades is evident here too. This also indicates that the GYAN STROM is a mobile suit heavily utilizing Zack's technology. The sight of its rapidly spinning blades striking the enemy is almost below audacious. Moreover, the GYAN STROM's arms are likely enhanced in power compared to other mobile suits. Imagine screwing in a screw with a screwdriver or drilling a hole with an electric drill. Without firmly holding the tool, you cannot properly screw or drill. Worse, the tool could slip or jump, posing a danger. The Gan Strong's arms have the power to maintain balance upon contact with the enemy while holding the rotating shield. By the way, I wonder if the shield incorporates something like the drop gun system. Zaft forces often use the drop gun system for things like beam bullseyes. That's intriguing. And then, there's the beam Gatling revealed in the new promotional video. Considering its placement, it resembles the weapons of the Impulse Gundam. It might also inherit technology from the Circle Phantom's weaponry. This weapon is characterized by firing very sharp beam bullets. This is just speculation, but there's a reason for it. In the promotional video, it was shown destroying a 105 dagger. The 105 dagger's torso is equipped with a special laminate armor. This armor converts the energy of beam weapons into heat, spreading it across the armor to reduce damage. However, if the armor is hit with a beam powerful enough to exceed the weight at which it can dissipate heat energy, it will still take damage. In the Gundam CTV anime, there's a scene showing the Archangel's laminate armor converting the energy of the Blitz Gundam's beam rifle into heat. In other words, by concentrating the energy of the beam into a narrower area, it becomes possible to effectively damage armor with defensive capabilities against beam weapons, like laminate armor. The original Gundam featured the GYAN firing sharp needle missiles. Across its long history, the time has come for GYAN spikes to shine. Observing the images on the official website, it appears that the GYAN also possesses a beam saber. It gives the impression of being larger than the beam sabers of other mobile suits. The GYAN in the original Gundam also had a slightly larger beam saber. I'm curious to see what kind of role this beam saber will play. I suspect that the GYAN STROM might still have some hidden gimmicks. The reason being, unlike the Black Knight Quartz models, which have two types of plastic models released, the GYAN STROM's model hasn't been announced yet, despite it likely being one of the main characters. This could be similar to the situation with the Gundam Caliburn, in which from Mercury, where the details of its model were not revealed for a while. Perhaps the GYAN STROM has hidden features that would greatly surprise the audience. It might even play a significant role in the story. What kind of mechanisms do you think are hidden in the GYAN STROM? Let's meet again in the next episode.